What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got a couple of quick duels for you guys to check out. The first duel is going to feature a deck that I am starting to progressively like more and more. It seems to be doing incredibly well on the regional level, picking up, I believe, about 3 or 4 top 8s over the last month or so. And yeah, I feel like Magical Musketeers are gaining a little bit of momentum. Also, Caspar just got the reprint in Duel Overload. The deck can definitely do some strong things. And despite the fact that the monsters aren't very big, it is a blind go second deck. That is super interesting. That it's not like a super combo eccentric deck or even a deck with a bunch of big beaters, but it is a blind second deck. Anyways, it's dueling against Dart Magician. Dart Magician opens up pretty well. Having Magician Souls and Circle, and he's going to be able to get a +1 off the Circle, but Magical Musketeers is a deck that always can benefit off of your opponent's field, which is why the deck traditionally is a blind go second deck, mainly because of Max. He's going to activate his copy of Navigation. Now, I feel like if he would have been able to resolve the Navigation, this entire duel would have been different, because he would have been able to probably banish the Starfire. Actually, maybe not, because it wouldn't have negated Starfire's effect. Starfire was going to get Caspar from the deck regardless, but anyways, I guess it's all water under the bridge. It is going to get Ash. Navigation is not going to resolve. He's going to summon Caspar, and at this point, you activate Max, you get like 3 cards to your hand, so it's like a +3. He's going to super poly the Dart Magician player's field. He's going to activate the Fiendish Deal, I believe it's called, the Bloody Crown. I'm thinking of a different one, excuse me. And then he gets his Kid Brave on field, and now when he tries to play, a little bit of offense, nope. Not going to happen. He's going to be able to negate that Circle. Activates Magical Eyes Fusion, looking for, I'm going to be honest, I don't know what he was trying to summon with this, but he says nope. He's just going to go nutso on his graveyard, banishing 3 monsters, so that's going to fizzle. And you can see Magical Musketeers have controlled this game the entire time. He's just going to end the game with Ball Sword Dragon, and he's just going to close the game out in a pretty convincing fashion. Anyways, second duel. Gonna show you the power of all vanilla monsters, and also, sorry, you just Skull Dread. When you combine those with vanilla monsters, he's gonna summon Oppressed People, then he's gonna go into the Link Spider, and he's gonna summon People Running About. This is actually the theme of this deck. If you guys know like the little lore of this, I might have to do, maybe I'll do a Yu-Gi-Oh story on this. Maybe I'll do a video on this because there is a lore. Anyways, he is going to activate the Tri-White. That's going to summon a bunch of normal monsters from the graveyard, and then he can go into Ib, and he's pretty much looking just to get the Sorry to Skull Dread, not just the special summon ability, but then obviously the ability to fix your hand. Gonna activate Enchanting Fitting Ground for even more normal monsters on field, then White Elephant's Gift. This is why you play Droll and Lockbird, people, so you don't end up getting slammed by one of these cheese decks that plays Saryuja at 3 and a bunch of draw cards. He now has 3 Mystic Shine Balls on field into another Saryuja, and at first I was kind of wondering, I was like, what exactly is the win condition of these decks? A lot of times you see them run Treasure Panda and stuff like that, maybe Exodia, but nope. He's going for the next level big brain cheese. Gonna activate that Tri-Right to get 3 normal monsters from the graveyard. Then is going to play Temple of the Kings, which made me even just shake my what is going on here? And it's all so that he could pull off this cheese. Activates the Huge Revolution, which can only be used when you have People Running About, Oppressed People, and the United Resistance all on the field. It makes your opponent lose, well, basically everything. They lose their entire hand and they lose their entire field. Obviously, they do not have a field if they're going second, so you just have to settle with their hand. Speaking of Treasure Panda, it is going to make an appearance, and usually once you've taken away your opponent's hand, it doesn't really matter what you end on. I mean, you can just have a couple of copies of Saryuja and be perfectly fine, but he is going to go with Nightmare Griffin, and let's see what else he can actually throw together. To be honest, I'm going to be honest here, I totally forgot what the rest of the board is, because once you take away your opponent's hand, you can just mentally check out. You don't even need to do all this other stuff. I think it's just going to be a couple of Nightmare monsters. You got a Kaiju, so that's not going to do much, especially because Griffin and the Nightmare Unicorn are co-linked, and it is going to give him enough damage on board. Well, it gave him an extra draw, so that's kind of nice, but easily able to close out the duel. I think I've seen Huge Revolution used. I don't think I've ever seen it use turn 0 because most people aren't willing to bust out cheese like, Temple of the Kings, but there's always some cheese to be done with Temple of the Kings. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed those quick duels. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.